Tonight we bring to you a story that sounds like it comes straight from a sci-fi movie, xenotransplantation, pig organs used for human transplants. That's right, folks, the biotechnology industry is using transgenic animals to help meet the demand for human organ donation. A transgenic animal is one whose genome has been altered by the transfer of a gene or genes from another breed or species. According to the What is Biotechnology website, this process is mainly used in laboratory settings for biomedical research in order to better understand human disease, disease susceptibility, and necessary responses for therapeutic intervention. The United Network for Organ Sharing is reporting that there are almost 113,000 people that need life-saving organ transplantation in the US right now. Many people die each day waiting for transplants due to a lack of organ availability. Transgenic pigs could potentially solve the organ donor shortage. We go now to Jennifer, who is on location at the biotech company eGenesis for a more in-depth look at how scientists are getting closer to using genetically modified pigs for organ transplants.
Thanks, Garrett. Doctors and scientists have long dreamed of creating a steady supply of organs for human transplantation to help the hundreds of thousands of people waiting for organ transplants worldwide. Based on an article by Louis-Marie Houdebine in Global Bioethics, researchers are on a quest to use pig organs because they are the closest to humans and do not easily transmit diseases to patients. According to a report from Nature magazine, concerns about rejection by the human immune system and infection by viruses embedded in the pig genome have slowed down research. However, scientists have discovered that they can prevent these hazards by using genetic modification in a process known as transgenesis. I'm here at eGenesis to see how they are using gene editing to create virus-free piglets that could potentially be used for future human organ transplants. With me now is Dr. John Smith to explain the process of how they have created these specially made swine. We have taken pig cells and modified them using special gene editing technology in order to target and hinder their virus-related DNA. The edited cells were then cloned and developed as embryos. Those embryos were implanted into surrogate sows, and eventually the transgenic piglets were born without any retroviruses. That's fascinating, Dr. Smith. Thank you. Of course, the process of creating and using transgenic animals does pose ethical concerns. Some say that animals are being exploited for a larger profit margin in the biotech world. There is currently no consistency as to how transgenic animals should be treated. Success rates of creating genetically modified animals are low, which means many animals die. Transgenesis can lead to potential unwanted side effects in animals. According to an article in the Journal of Veterinary Science and Technology, the use of any animals in transgenic technology leads to greater suffering to the animals. Outside the doors of eGenesis, heated protesters expressed their disdain about the use of pigs for human organ transplants. Here with me is Kathleen Guillermo, PETA's Senior Vice President. Pigs are individuals, not spare parts. Organ transplants from animals to humans have never worked, and even genetically engineered organs are no sure bet. Tinkering with the genes of these intelligent and sensitive beings to turn them into organ factories is a waste of lives, time, and money, and the suffering caused is unimaginable. There's no need to pour money into cruel experiments when better solutions are so obvious and simple. Well, there you have it from one passionate protester. On that note, back to you in the studio. Thanks, Jennifer. That was some interesting information on transgenic pigs and how they are being created for organ donation. The biotech world is experimenting with all sorts of genetically modified animals.
Here are some additional facts on transgenic animals. The first transgenic animals were mice, and they were created by Rudolf Jenisch in 1974. In a press release from OpenPR, it was noted that Rosie, the first transgenic cow, was created in 1997 in order to produce human protein-enriched milk that was more nutritionally balanced than natural bovine milk. Speaking of cows, Tanya Lewis of Business Insider recently reported that researchers have created a line of cattle that produces 25% less methane gas than the average cow. This is great because it cuts down on the greenhouse gases that are causing global warming. Hopefully, very soon, transgenic pigs will help to increase the number of donor organs available and ultimately save lives around the world. As we leave here tonight, I would like to thank you all for watching. Until next time, this is Garrett Hoskins signing off.